go back, click on sort by category, and you can actually go down and select the specific topic that you want stuff on. You can also go over, there is a spot I think you could type your, like if you were in the search engine type it, it's going to pull up all of our blogs on those. So this shows you right here, just some of the different topics, how many blogs we have on each one of those topics. So you can easily it's just free resources to help navigate. Same thing with our podcast. We do a podcast monthly, and we go after, some of the most challenging topics. We talk about masturbation. We talk about female masturbation, male masturbation, pornography. There really isn't something we do not tackle as it pertains to sexuality. So I want to show you this. We do have some video series. Go to the video series. Okay, so scroll down. Some of them are paid. There's a number of free ones as well. Scroll down to so you can see these are all different video series where you jump on and there's online learning. There's classes that you can take. There's video teaching. A lot of really great stuff. A lot of the content is one of the specific goals of ours at MR is to create healthy conversations around specific areas of sexuality. So the conversation that you guys need right now in your season is very different than where I'm at. Like I've got 4 kids and I'm trying to figure out how to navigate godly conversations, godly teaching. How do we talk about sex? When do we talk about it? How do we prepare for pornography? Well, that's a different conversation than the 22-year-old single guy needs to have, right? So what the goal is that we're creating different content based on where you're at. Last thing I wasn't going to do this here, but I'm going to do it anyways just because we just launched it yesterday. Go to donate. We just launched, you go to We Give 3, we just launched our first ever donation campaign where we're basically asking college-age students to donate $3 a month. Wow. And so we have over 200,000 people that follow Moral Revolution in the various areas. If we would just get 5% of that to say, hey, we'll donate $3 a month to help you guys do what you do, it creates a significant impact in some of the ventures where we want to bring awareness to childhood exposure to pornography. We want to help equip single parents, things like that. So if you're like, hey, I'm able to do that, we're willing to, that'd be awesome. You could go to We Give 3, you can watch that video. I get super fired up in the video. You're welcome to check it out. And anything I missed?
Yeah, can you click on books too? It might be called Store. Yeah, books. So this first book is written by our friend Hamlet Huntington, The Naked Truth About Sexuality. If you've never read a book about sex, you should read that book.
A lot of what we're going to talk about today was based with this book that we're going to...
Yeah, it's amazing. How to Stop is a book for girls on how to stop looking at porn. Also not one you find in most places, but you can come look at the rest of the books. I just wanted to see those. And then we have courses, and our active community and program right now is Date Well for single females, and it's actually happening right now upstairs. That's why some of our girls are gone, because they're doing our live call that we do bi-weekly with our Date Well community, A Path to Wholeness in Dating.
And a lot of them aren't our books. A lot of them are just resources that we found that are super valuable. Really excited about this one on the bottom called The Journey Out. You're going to hear from Ken tomorrow. He just got his first copy of it yesterday. And it's The Journey Out, How I Followed Jesus Away from Gay. So Elizabeth and Ken, who you hear tomorrow, you're going to hear from both of them tomorrow. Both of them were living gay lifestyles. Elizabeth, gay pride parades, went to seminary as an openly lesbian woman. Both of them, just through leaning into depth with the Lord, have both walked away from it. Ken has 4 kids, a marriage of 15 years. Elizabeth and Doug don't have kids, but they've been married for, I think, 13 or 14 years. I'm not going to tell much more of their story because they're going to blow your freaking socks off tomorrow. But that is Ken's book that he just came out with. And this book is going to be illegal in California potentially in the next 12 months. Yeah. So if you want it and you think you've got people that you want to give that to, you want to get it now because there's a good chance we're not even going to be able to sell that because they're trying to make even him telling his story illegal.
Whoa.
So, let's get you a little fired up.
Yeah, if you go up, you can see the book changed. We have it in that language as well. I don't know what language that is. Chinese. But I'm like, could it be something else that looks Chinese? Then that would be culturally wrong to say. But the other ones in English, there it is. And it's an entire book full of once gay stories.
Yeah, so there's a whole website that we have of hundreds of people that have left transgender, left homosexuality, basically had encounters with the Lord, and God said, hey, this isn't your identity like you thought it was. And they do a really good job of teaching Christians how to walk people out of it because we have to be very loving and gracious and pretty cautious right now. But they have really crafted powerful language of how to have those conversations. Really significant. And I'm going to do this because she's sexy and smart. My wife wrote a book called Look at You, Girl.
You better be talking about me.
It's 8-day journey for women, for girls. So sorry, fellas, it's not for you, but the ladies, it's powerful. So we just wanted to highlight some of that. There was one more thing. Can you scroll up? I can't remember what the other thing was. I don't remember. I should know how to use the blogs. But they think that you're leaving. The gimmicks. It's kind of embarrassing when you create the gimmicks and you're watching it happen.
It's not a gimmick, it's a discount.
Oh wait, you're about to leave the website. Here's 10%. We do have some apparel. Oh yeah, go to the apparel. We have clearance section. I didn't know that. Yeah, so there's some of the apparel. Oh, okay, yes. Scroll up more. This isn't apparel. These are two of. Anybody married? Okay, let me tell you what to buy tonight.
These aren't ours, but we sell them
These
for
aren't
ours. They're
ours.
amazing.
Sexpectations cards. They.
But they should be sold out. They literally sell out, but actually they're local. They're in no growth.
Yeah, so the couple, they're created by licensed marriage and family therapists who do marriage counseling with young couples, and they basically took all of the scenarios they were in, and they put them into discussion, creating cards for a couple to talk about sex in a healthy way, and to get over some of the barriers that prevent them from experiencing sex the way God designed it. Because in marriage, you should be having lots of great connected sex all the time. If you're not having that, then it's critical that you lean into it, and you're gonna understand why. So those are awesome. Go back up. They also created foundations cards. These are for engaged couples. So these are 52 different conversation points for an engaged couple to go through to help figure out how to get to know each other. Yeah. So those cards are awesome. You probably could get Sexpectations. You can't get it on Amazon even, can you?
If you email us, though, we'll get them to you.
If you email us, we'll get them to you. They're awesome. Denise, unfortunately, she's not single. For your sake, she's married. And a baby.
But she wrote a really good blog called Sex, Porn, and Masturbation.
Yeah, she's got a fire blog in the blog section on that. So, yeah. That's a little bit.
And you can follow Moral Rev and Changed on Instagram. There you go.
Oh yeah, we're on the IG. When I say